Hola a todas, hola a todos. Pues hoy les traigo otra cápsula especial. Después de tanto encierro, estábamos hambrientos por volver a vernos y abrazarnos y volver a platicar de libros de cerca. Hoy tengo una entrevista que desde hace mucho queríamos hacer y es con Sebastian Meschenmoser.
Hola.
A Sebastián lo conocimos hace muchos años, cuando vino a Filig. Y a partir de ahí fue que nos hicimos amigos y hemos estado en contacto durante la pandemia. Hello, Sebastián, how are
Nice to
you?
be here. Fine.
So long time.
So nice to be back.
Yeah. How many years have you been in Mexico?
It has been 6 years now.
6 years.
Time is running very fast. Yeah.
Very fast. And a lot of things happened during that time.
Yes.
What happened in these years? You made so many books. What happened?
I think very shortly after I was in Mexico, I came back to Germany and I got the job to illustrate the never-ending story. Before I broke my arm. And
What?
then after my arm was mended again, I started to work on this book.
And how did it happen?
I fell with a bike very slowly. Very stupid accident. Not even spectacular on the morning on the way to my work.
Nothing to be.
I'm getting old.
Yeah,
Only stupid accidents.
Not like to be on YouTube in the best accidents ever.
Nothing heroic. No car involved. Just a hole in the little hole in the street.
Maybe hiding a knot. No, nothing.
Maybe it could have been a little stick. But
Okay.
what a little
Yeah,
luck
I know.
in my way.
Martin, the character of your new book, crossed the behind the.
It would have been very nice, but not even that happened. Maybe he crossed my mind.
Okay, you need to create a story in your mind to make it interesting.
Yes, I have to.
I was on the bike and someone try to
Next time I will tell something more interesting.
Okay.
Yes. But then I illustrated this book.
This one.
Yes, it took me 14 months. I had not so much time, but it has 50 oil paintings in it and 160 drawings. And I made a research trip to Italy to visit the heirs of Michael Ende and find out how he did what he imagined here or there. And I put many references from Mexico in there.
Oh, really?
Like I hid the pyramid of Chichen Itza in it, and some duendes, and something from the Maya. And yes, I had very much fun putting these things in there because Miguel Ende was in Mexico, and he put references from Mexico in the book as well. So I had to dig them out and hide them again in the book.
But we are going to talk about this later.
Much later.
First, we have Martín y la nuez, inolvidable, published by Fondo de Cultura Económica. But in this new adventure, Martin's adventure, he finds a huge nut. But how this idea of the nut came to you?
I needed to have something which is for Martinez as very important, which is blowing his mind off. And maybe the nut is not in reality as big as shown here. Maybe only for him it's so big and beautiful. And it's so nice that he forgets everything.
Yeah, he gets obsessed.
Yes, he gets obsessed. He forgets what happened, how he came there.
And he gets nuts.
Yes, he gets really nuts.
Really nuts. Yes. And a lot of things happened in this story, not only because the nut. A lot of, we come back with these old friends and other characters, like the bear and the porcupine.
No, it's a hedgehog.
Yeah. Sorry. I forgot the word. But the adventure keeps the same spirit as the series of these Martin's adventures. Which was the first idea that you have to develop this story? Was the knot, or was it any other thing?
It was. It's somehow connected to the never-ending story, because this is a story which does not end as well. It's told in a circle. It ends where it starts, and it starts where it ends. So I want to create a story which has to be read over and over again. If you have a child and read a story to your child, you have to read the book again. And in this case, it makes very much sense, because you will experience why all this happened, because it happened before. You're trapped in a time circle. That's something I liked very much about this thing. And it's also, this time circle was something that interested to me, to make a book which is read in a circular way. And also about forgetting. What is when you lose your mind, when you forget stuff, or when you're easily distracted. This is a thing which interested me as well. And also to do two things you are never supposed to do as a writer or as an illustrator. Usually they say you must focus on a topic and go straight forward to the story. What I do is I lose the topic all the time.
Like Martin.
I lose the topic like Martin. And the reader, he is in the same situation like Martin. First he starts with a nut, and then the reader starts to forget about the nut because so many other things happen. And then in the end, the nut, it's there again. I want to bring you in the same situation as the squirrel.
Yeah, when I read it many times, but the first one, I get confused. In a moment I said, what's happening? Yeah, like you said, but now I know that it is intentionally.
Yeah, that is why I wanted to experience the same feeling as the squirrel for you. And all the other readers, not just for you.
Yeah. Oh, no, not just me.
Basically you, but
okay. Maybe the other kids too. And between, you told us about a link between these two books, but is there any other book that you are working on linked to this or a different story?
At the moment?
Yeah.
At the moment, I just finished another book with animal stories from Michael Ende, which will be published in Germany in April. But at the moment, right now, I'm working on part number 7 of Martin books.
So
again,
Martin is going to have more adventures.
You will have at least one more adventure, which I'm working on at the moment. And I hope it's going to be published in the end of next year. And that's why I have to return to Germany very early and work very fast.
Because we are not happy just with some books of Martin. We need a lot. So try to make a lot.
Yeah,
we love it. And we know that during the lockdown, a lot of things happen in your personal life.
Yeah.
How these things changed the way that you see the books, or maybe don't change it. You have the idea of how it works, and you keep doing it the same way.
No, I think just very, very shortly before the lockdown, my son was born, and so the world changed for us at all. The world changed for us instantly, and at first we did not really realize the lockdown because we were in family lockdown anyway. But now that I read to my son a book very often, or we're watching picture books very often, also when he was very small and more interested in eating the books than in reading the books. We're watching them, and in this book I managed to hide even more little things, like little mice somewhere or little bugs. You can, there are some birds, there's a little bug here, there's a bug. It's full of little animals and stuff here, because I thought when you look at the book again, you don't want to read the story. You can also take the book and just search for animals. This is something I experienced through the book with the Siete Cabritos.
Siete Cabritos.
See, because there I hit in every picture where you can search the cabritos, you can also find 7 mice.
I didn't know
and
this.
You can find 7 chicken in the kitchen. And you can find 7 dinosaurs in the children's room. And other things 7 times.
Tenemos que buscar, en ese libro tenemos que buscar 7 de todo. voy a regresar a casa a buscar. I'm going back to home to look for it, all the sevens.
In one picture there are 8 mice because I didn't find one when I was drawing it. I forgot where it was.
And you love to draw animals, but when you was a kid, which one your favorite one to draw?
I was drawing lots of drawings with elephants.
Yeah.
I had a whole series with always elephants going on vacation, elephants riding in a canoe, or elephants sitting on a sofa reading. I don't know why it was the elephant. And I don't know why I do elephant books right now.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
And then later in school I made a series with drawings with chicken, the Tunnelhuhn, cave chicken. Very silly idea, but only pictures. And so there it started for me to focus on special characters and invent more stories with them. And rabbits. When I was even smaller, before the elephants, I drew many cowboy rabbits.
Wow. but the elephant, it's an interesting one.
Yes.
I imagine visually is interesting to draw.
It was I did not like drawing with color, so the elephant was very easy for me because I could make it gray. So later, when I started studying fine arts, I took more and more colors in the books. Like in the first book with the penguin, there was not a lot of color, and they're getting more and more colorful, the books. So that's something which I developed.
Y algo que les quiero contar es que el día de hoy, que es 12 de noviembre, es cumpleaños de Sebastián. Pero también es cumpleaños de Michael Ende. De esa manera, Michael Ende y Sebastián están unidos, no solo por este libro, sino también por el día en el que nacieron. When you was a kid, you knew that you born the same day as Michael Ende?
No, I did not know that.
When did you discover?
I found that out where I did the research on the book, and I found out, it's the birthday they want to celebrate with this book. It's the same birthday as mine, and I was very happy about hearing this.
And the plasticity of the images are very different than your traditional style. Why did you decide to make these huge paintings and not in your traditional style like these ones?
I decided to make oil paintings because the father of Michael Ende, he was a painter too, Edgar Ende. He was a surrealistic painter, and I'm working as a painter, as an artist, and I wanted to create a world where the color and the atmosphere is very strong, and for this painting with oil colors is very appropriate. So that's why I choose this technique here.
A lot of your Mexican fans ask me about this book. Is it going to be published in Mexico? Please tell him. Everybody tells about it.
I don't know. I hope so, but I don't really know. But I always put references to Mexico in the book. Like here, you see this from the Aztec.
Yeah.
Or I had some duendes hidden here. I saw in the Museum de Antropología, and later you will find the Pyramid of Chichen Itza hidden in here as well, and the painting of Frida Kahlo hidden in the book as well. So there are many things. I like hiding stuff in books.
Yeah,
I hid myself in the book as well.
I need to visit again.
You will spend some time at home searching stuff in my books today.
Well, but a very happy birthday. Thank you to be in this special day here with us, here in Mexico. All your fans are going to appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
An amazing time in Mexico.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for these adventures that you bring it to us. Every time is a surprise, and every time we thanks a lot.
Thank you for interviewing me again.
Again, we did it again.
Perfect.
Así termina esta entrevista, hoy en el día de su cumpleaños. Que estén muy bien, pero a lo mejor ustedes no la ven en el día de su cumpleaños, pero no importa. Escríbanle un mensaje el día que sea, que él lo va a agradecer. Que estén muy bien. Adiós.
Adiós.